Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, October 6th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at scroundtable.com over the past week. Lot to discuss. We had the two new Google updates are rolling out, the October 2023 spam update and now the October 2023 core update are both running out this week. More on that later. We had an unconfirmed October 1st, October 2nd update as well. We had massive indexing issues last night. Google announced Assistant with Bard. So much more around SEO, ads, local, and more. So definitely stay tuned. A lot going on. I'll catch you all up. And of course, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Bruce Clay. Bruce Clay is one of the founding fathers of the SEO space, doing search marketing since 1996. Bruce is big into SEO training, so check them out at seotraining.com. And to learn more about Bruce Clay, check them out at bruceclay.com as well. Thank you so much, Bruce, for sponsoring. All right, so yesterday afternoon, Google shocked us all by releasing another core update only 6 weeks after it launched the previous core update. So Google launched the October 2023 core update. It was released on October 5th around 12 something, around, 11, what was the exact time? 11:54 is when they announced it. And it was literally 6 weeks or so after the August 2023 core update. Google didn't say anything was new with this update. It just said, today we released the October 23 core update. We'll update you. We'll update our ranking history when it's rolled out and it's complete. It'll take about 2 weeks to roll out, but Google said nothing specifically was new. I asked John Mueller, I asked Danny Sullivan what's new, and he just basically said it's a new core update. I said, what's specifically new with it? And John Mueller said bits and bobs. Again, it started on October 5th around 12 p.m. Eastern. It will take about 2 weeks to roll out. It affects everything. It's all languages, global, and so forth. The issue is also, okay, so again, so that's the core update. Hard to tell if you're seeing actually ranking fluctuations. There were a number of core updates since then, but also earlier this week, Google released on the day before, literally less than 24 hours before. So yesterday and Thursday was the October October core update. On Wednesday was the October 2023 spam update, which targets spam in more languages. Google specifically said, let me quote, Google said this spam update applies globally and improves our coverage in many languages, including Turkish, Vietnamese, Indonesian, Hindi, Chinese, and other languages. This also does include other languages like English, but Google said the spam update involves all languages to some degree. We've done work to especially improve coverage in some languages, as our blog post explains. So yes, those languages likely will see bigger and more helpful changes, but improvements are not limited to those languages. This affects cloaking attempts, hacking content, auto-generated content, scrape content, and so forth. It's hard to know if you're seeing an impact again because we have so many updates running out after each other. And Google's like, oh, you should know the spam update versus the core update. They're totally different updates. You should know if you're spamming, you'll be hit by the spam update. If you're not spamming, you'll be hit by the core update. But that's not true. Many people are going to be confused, despite what Google says. So I hope you guys did well with these two October updates, the spam update and the core update. Also, if you didn't have enough updates, we reported about an unconfirmed Google update on October 1st. It happened on Google 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And then Google announced the spam update the day after. But there was more volatility, more chatter around this unconfirmed update than the confirmed updates so far. So we'll keep an eye on that. But if you did see ranking fluctuations on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, prior to Google announcing the spam update and the core update, you were not alone. There's been a lot of chatter around that as well, with hundreds and hundreds of comments around Google shifting around. Also, last night, starting probably around 2 p.m. Eastern, all the way through early morning today, Friday, Google had an indexing issue with new content. I know people constantly are complaining about indexing issues, but this was a bigger one where content from really reputable sites, including myself, but generally Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Verge, were having issues with indexing. Google said there's an ongoing issue that's delaying indexing of newly published content, working on identifying the root cause. And then shortly later, Google confirmed the update was fixed. The issue was between 10:30 a.m. And 4:20 p.m. Pacific time, so that's 1:30 a.m. and 7:20 p.m. Eastern time, which again, when I started, the issue started to resolve itself. I spotted this via Edward Hyatt, who's the director of Newsroom SEO at the Wall Street Journal who spotted this, which is pretty cool. And it did seem, in my opinion, it was more of a serving issue than an indexing issue, but Google said it was specifically an indexing issue, so I guess I was wrong. Any event, again, if you saw a spike in a decline in traffic then, it's probably not related to those core updates or the spam update. It's probably related to this indexing issue, so hopefully things will sort themselves out and you'll be able to figure out what's going on, but good luck trying to figure it all out. In other news, Google announced that the Google Assistant will be coming with Bard in a few months. Google is going to be integrating Bard directly into Google Assistant. Google said, today we introduced Assistant with Bard, a personalized assistant powered by generative AI. It combines Bard's generative and reasoning capability with Assistant's personalized help. And they basically give you ideas on how this can actually help you in a more personalized way. So that's pretty interesting to see as well. I also posted the Google October 2023 Webmaster Report. If you want to catch up on everything that happened over the past month with Google, not including this week, but the previous month, definitely check it out. I posted on October 3rd. A lot going on. Also with the August, the core update was actually completed last month. We had, helpful content updates and all this other stuff going on. So a lot of things going on with Google, especially this month and last month. Danny Sullivan said, we do not delete queries and replace them with better monetized queries. This is after a Wired article came out saying they do. The Wired article said that Google likely alters billions of queries per day with trillions of different variations, all to go ahead and try to monetize your queries. And Danny Sullivan said that's not true. An opinion piece was recently appeared stating that Google just flat out deletes queries and replaces them with new ones that monetizes better. And he said, no, we don't do that. And then he goes on and explains that. And then the ad liaison said a similar thing. A lot of SEOs don't believe it. A lot of PPCers don't believe it. And I have a lot of additional commentary on that blog post at SERoundtable.com yesterday. So definitely take a look at that. On the Google issue side, Google spam is out of control with obituaries. Chris Silver-Smith, who's a longtime SEO, his brother-in-law passed away suddenly from a tragic car accident late Friday, and he was just so sad to see, and everybody was sad to see, the amount of spam, obituary spam that came up for his name. It was super upsetting. This is not a new issue. We saw the same thing around Bill Slawski, passed away. Danny Goodwin covered that issue on Search Engine Land, and it's still an issue. Thankfully, the issue resolved itself a few days later after the official obituary came out and Google ranked that. But before the official obituary was ranked well, there was this data void. And we all know about data voids and how it's easy to manipulate Google for data voids. And Chris Silver-Smith knows this as well. He's going to do whatever he can as an SEO to make sure the right obituary ranks well, and it is already. But it is sad to see a lot of these obituary spammy sites going ahead and capitalizing off of these really, really horrible situations. And hopefully Google can figure something out, but we will see. Google posted a new help document discussing, or actually updating their help document discussing why Google Discover traffic may be volatile, why it may change. And it goes through 3 reasons why you might see that traffic from Discover is less predictable or dependable when you compare it to keyword-driven search traffic. And Google says it's because of changes of interest, it's because of content types change, and because of updates to Google search, like Google Helpful Content updates and core updates do impact Google Discover. So now Google has a help document on that. Bing launched DALL-E 3 over the weekend, which may really vastly improves their image generation AI tool. So definitely try it. Go to Bing Chat and try asking them to generate images. It was really, really good. When it first launched over the weekend, it was incredibly slow. It was painfully slow, but now it seems to be doing a lot better, and Bing actually going to make even more improvements to going forward. Google Screen local service ads are now showing unique ads as you scroll through and get new ads. Used to show the same advertiser over and over again as you scroll through the search results page. Not that anybody does that. But Len Raleigh basically noticed that it's actually showing new ads as you scroll, which is good because it diversifies the ads that show up for the query. Google Keyword Planner seems to have stopped forecasting what we call individual and ad group keywords. The ads liaison said a few advertisers are using individual and ad group keyword forecasting in the Keyword Planner. So as of this summer, we're no longer maintaining these forecasts in our systems. Campaign level forecasts and historical keyword level data are still available. But this was spotted by Ben Goldman, and this seems to be the case. So definitely notice that if you're using the Keyword Planner, it's going to be a little bit more limited than before. Google is testing Ask Your Own under the People Also Ask feature as an SGE feature, a Search Generative Experience feature, where you can actually type in your own question into the People Also Ask box, and it'll give you a search generative answer. This was spotted originally by Sherry Bonelli, who spotted this and posted and notified me about this on X. Nice find. Google Search is testing a new hotel snippet carousel. This hotel snippet carousel looks like these little cards in the carousel in the snippet. This is spotted by Covey, so nice spot. This might be related to some of the things that we reported about earlier, which I didn't actually link to, but it's good to notice. Bing also knowledge panels are testing Learn More cards. I'm not sure if it's an AI-driven feature, but Bing is showing these AI cards, these Learn More cards in the knowledge panel. Here's some screenshots of that. This is spotted by Shaheem, so nice find there. Bing is also testing what we call key moments in Google search for videos. These are video chapters. This is spotted by Kushal. I can't replicate this, but it's showing chapters for some videos in the search results, which is a really nice feature that Google added years ago and that Bing seems to be adding now. Bing is also testing showing the number of visits on search ads per month. This is spotted by Kushal, who actually shows a little screenshot showing 100K plus visitors in this past month on this specific URL or this ad, which is pretty interesting to see that as well. Bing is also testing embedding ads directly in the trending in Bing category. This is super interesting. I haven't seen this before, but actually I'm able to replicate this myself. This is originally spotted by Shaheem, and I'm able to see this myself. You can see in the screenshot, it's pretty interesting to see that. You can now edit your social profiles in Google Business Profiles. A couple months ago, Google started testing this on a limited number of people where you can edit your social profiles that show up in the local panel. Now I'm able to access it. Darren Shaw noticed it, and it seems like everybody is able to edit your Google Business Profiles directly in Google Business Profiles Manager, and that will show up directly in the Google local panel almost immediately, within like 10 minutes or so. Mike Blumenfeld noticed that the Google Business Profile bulk data is changing. It's going to be changed significantly, so definitely take a look at that. Your numbers may change there. Apple Business Connect added a new insight, new analytics. The big thing is called peer group benchmarks, where you can compare your business against other businesses in the same groups, which is pretty interesting. And Big Webmaster Tools updated their colors to a dark blue from the lighter blue. That was spotted by, or actually announced by Fabrice, which actually launched a couple weeks ago that nobody really picked up on. In any event, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at SERoundtable.com over the past week. Again, thanks to Bruce Clay for sponsoring, and I hope you guys are doing okay with the unconfirmed October 1st update, the October 23 spam update, and the October 23 core update. A lot to digest. Be well.